Yo, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and we are continuing with build number 4, I believe, of Edinburgh's Castle. So on our last one, we built our little side cabinet hutch, sideboard kind of thing. The doors do move, and this one likes to stay open, but this one just likes to close. So we will see on mine if they stay loose or if I glue them down when I place them. I'm not sure, but it turned out really cute. Some plates and some little bottles. So yeah, let's just move right along and see what is next, shall we? So next is our fireplace. So let's pull some parts. We need C8, okay, in the 80s. 24, 51. Okay, I think it's this last black one here. So we need 86, which is this one with the 3 little holes. And then 88, 2 of them, which are next to it. And then 99, which is down here. Okay, that is all of the wood pieces here. Then we need, well, not all of them, all of from that. We need D's, which are our colored wood pieces. So D15, the little candelabra here. Be careful you don't break those little candles off. D16. There's 16 has 2 glasses. We want the second one, the little wine glass, skinnier one. And then 2 D17s. So these are the row of 6 pictures, and I'm just going to use the ones they use. You can pick any 6. They're the last 2 are the ones that they're using in this. So I'm going to go ahead and, just for the book's sake, go ahead and use those 2. But like I said, use whichever 2 you want. All right, then we need a piece of paper, 5-11. So with our papers here, we need 5. 11, which is in the bottom corner here. It's a little fireplace, obviously. We're doing the fireplace. And then we need 3 of the G's, which are in our little container. We need G30, which is the blue little barrel bead, blue with silver on it. G40, which is, yep, just one size. One little, it looks like a little button to me, or snap, like the one side of the snap. And then G47, which is a little gold picture frame, a little gold one. So those are the pieces we need. sand our wood edges real quick, and then I'm going to just use the acrylic marker black to do the sides. Of course, you know, like I always say, if you don't want to watch this part, feel free to fast forward, won't hurt my feelings. Speaking of not getting my feelings hurt, I have to tell you guys, I had to laugh at myself yesterday. I was looking up something about a book nook, about a kit, and I saw a Reddit post, and even though it wasn't exactly what I wanted, I just wanted to check it out. And somebody was asking something, and somebody had linked a YouTube video, but even though they didn't say a name, and so when I clicked on it, it didn't load anything, so I don't know whose YouTube video that was. But then, down a couple more, someone said, there's a YouTube channel, Mama Fox Studios, and she does step-by-step videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, kind of fist bump for a second, like, I'm on Reddit, right? Until the original, and then I had to laugh, because the very next post after that was the original poster going, yeah, I tried watching her, she waffles on too much, and I was like, fair, yeah, that's fair. I realize I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. So, yeah, it didn't just, like, it didn't down me. I was just like, I wasn't maybe as excited as I was a second before I read that, and I realized, someone posted about me on Reddit. I was kind of excited. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, okay, yeah. But I just thought it was funny. You know, you gotta laugh at yourself. And I've realized that. I've had comments, you know, on my own videos. You know, people going like, oh my gosh, like, stop talking, or just get on with building, and blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you made us watch out. You cut all that out. But yeah, that's why I just say, if I build for me, I hope I can help y'all along the way, or give you a little entertainment, whichever the case may be. But I'm not going to change the way that I build, you know, because some people may not enjoy it. That's okay. There's plenty of us builders out there. I'm sure they'll find someone that they do prefer the way they build. That's fine. So yeah, I just had to give myself a little chuckle at myself there. That was quite funny. It really was. I think my reaction was a bit funnier, because I was like, yeah, oh. No. But you guys are here, so obviously I'm doing something kind of okay. Of course I forgot to wet my paper towel, but I'm gonna just, I use Aleene's original tacky glue. I just put it in a squeeze bottle with a precision applicator, down in a cup with a damp paper towel. Okay, we're gonna put some pieces together. So we're gonna take our little barrel blue bead and put our little snap top half on top. Okay, so that barrel does not sit even at all, like it was made crooked. Wow. Okay. And we'll just set this one on top. Right down on there. Nice, simple, easy way to make a little jar, but you know, not flat wood. All right, and then we're gonna take one of the picture. Oh, hold on, I needed 2 of those frames of, I was like, wait, what? G47. There should be 2 gold frames. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, sorry, I missed one. So we need 2 of those. Okay. Because I was like, what are we doing with the other one? What was it? So I'm just going to, even though this notch probably won't have any effect because it's not, the frame is going on the front, it's not around it, it's fine. But, and then this is not acrylic, this is just Mr. Pen marker, and I'm just gonna even out those edges. It doesn't really do much except for on the one that I sanded, but we'll just make sure they're all evened out. This picture is of flowers and it's up and down, and this picture is a road. I think it's really hard to see. So, oh, my wax is dried up. In case you didn't see what this is just a diamond art pen with some wax, diamond art wax, that I'm attempting to use for my smaller pieces. This might be a little too heavy for it. Yeah, okay, well, it was a try. Okay, so this does, okay, it has a flat side and a decorative raised side, so that flat side, I want to see how much. Okay, so we're just gonna put the glue right around the outside edge, like as close to that edge as you can get. And this is why I use the precision tip. And then we're just going to center that. And if you get glue like I did, like I'm using Aleene's, it will dry clear. But I'm just going to wipe it out. Oh yeah, this one said, I was like, I couldn't make heads or tails of what that was. That's sideways. So there is one picture. And then same thing on this one. There's a little tiny bit of a edge around here. I mean, it's small. My glue's a little bit bigger on some spots, but that's where we're going to put the glue. Yeah, I moved that a whole lot. There we go, there's our second little one. And I like when they frame wood blocks versus just a piece of paper. I don't know why I think it's different. I guess I like the idea of it better. It seems more solid. Okay, so now for our actual fireplace, C99, 2 C88s. I'm not sure if they, okay, you know what, we're going to put them in the C86 first. That way we can get them lined up, because it doesn't quite show exactly where they line up on the edge. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of the Crazy Glue Super Glue with the brush applicator. But don't stick that brush applicator in your white glue. I'm just going to put it like next to the hole. Okay, we just want to make sure that is even. Right, and then the two side ones. Now they are going to go along the, I'm going to put glue on along one edge. And then just my super glue on the bottom. I'm not quite sure where it'll line up. I mean, you can kind of guess if you want to go up on the front piece, but then we'll stick that in there. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not exactly. So I was wondering if it was going to be flush with this edge, not the little pieces poking out, but with that edge, it's not actually. It is inset a little bit. That's why I went ahead and put them in the holes, because I couldn't tell how far in they sat. And I don't think I would have been able to judge it. Well, I couldn't judge it from the picture. But I don't think I would have been able to judge it without that top for those holes being there. And I just realized we're going to have to put the paper on this front after we have these in. I should have paid attention. I would have papered it first. So the kit's pretty good so far. I do think that they kind of do a few things maybe a little bit out of order. Okay, now see, no, it's not. Okay. No, it is. This one is more flush with that edge. But this one is, maybe it's turned. Can I make it flush? Okay. Okay, maybe it is. I think I just had it. No, it's still not. This one is definitely. Yeah, that one's flush. This one, I was wondering if maybe I had it the bottom kicked in a little bit. So I'm just trying to push it out a little bit and see if that'll help. I mean, it's close. We can kind of just force it, I guess. So it's flush on the open end, not exactly on the closed end, because that is just, I don't think the holes are exact, but that's okay. We're close enough where it's going to stand up, and that's the important part, right? Is to have that stand up. Okay, now we want to put our paper, and I do have just little notches where they were connected. Top and bottom just has a little white dot. It is absolutely no big deal, but it will absolutely bug the crap out of me. I guess this side has one too. Okay. So we're just going to add some glue here. And put that right on the front there. Just trying to get it to where it's not. Oh, I'm bending the side, dang it. Yeah, so we're even on this side, like really good. But I've got a little, you can see that white edge. So it's a little bit down here. A little bit big, that's okay. Most, I'm not gonna say all, because some kits are very good at being spot on. But I gotta say, I think majority of the kids have a little bit of a difference in their size. Not a bad thing. Okay, so yeah, just a little strip down. Okay, now we're just going to set our 4 of our things on top. So we want the little chandelier that we have on the right side. I'm going to take that notch off so hopefully it'll set flat. What I'm going to do, this is one of the little fun things I like. So their candles are white, but then the edges, because they're wood, are all brown, right? So I'm just going to make the edges white. I mean, it's just one of those things that probably most people will not notice when they look at this, but I notice. And so I like it. Okay, so this one's going on the right. long picture frame of the road is going to go in the middle. So we're going to have the bottom edge of the frame, but then also I think, yeah, it'll sit back a little. So then the back edge of the picture will also be touching. And this isn't a whole lot on the front, so I will put glue back here too. Now I am putting them up. I shouldn't have put glue on that front. It didn't really. Whoop, up, up, up. Dang it. That's okay. It'll dry clear. But no, oh, goodness gracious. No, we're not starting this, Missy. We're not going to start tearing everything apart after we build it. Okay. And then, so our tall picture is going to go over to the side, kind of in our stash of where we have some extra boxes and bottles and stuff that we've previously made. So then our little blue bottle is going to set a little bit back. And really, you can put these on here any way you like. That's an artistic license that I like. Generally, when I'm recording, I try to follow the book, because I know some of y'all follow real close, but, you know, unless it's just something I'm like, no, that just doesn't work. Okay, and then our little wine glass. Okay, so I'm just having a little fun on this one. Probably won't really see the sides anyways. We'll put a little gold and a little white on there. It's kind of how it looks in the print, so. That's okay. And then this will go kind of up on that front left corner. Okay, so there is our little fireplace. Oh, yep. I was waiting for something to fall. I knew it was gonna. Okay, we're gonna set that over here and let it dry. And oh, we're only at half an hour. Okay, so next would be, it says sofa part. Excuse me, I need a drink. It says sofa parts. It is a chair and table. So another table. All right, so let's pull pieces. C5, 2 of them. Okay, so our big, this is our thick wood. It like got stuck, not just on the wood. It like, I don't know, that was weird. Anyways, it's out now. We need both of these. Well, I'm trying not to punch out other pieces. All right, and then D7, 8, 9, and 9, and 10, 11, 11. That's our colored. So there's a lot of them. Let's just get this out. So we need 7. These are the chair parts. 8, 9 and 9, 10 is the big square here. 2 11s, those are the legs right here. Okay, and then 12, 12, 12, 12. Okay, these 4 little spindles right here. Trying not to push too hard, then my tweezers went all the way through, but I did, so that's okay. Oh, I roughed that one up a little bit. It's okay, we've got a sand and we'll take care of that. All right, and then, excuse me. Okay, that's all of the D's, that's all of the, oh no, sorry, D14 and D16. D16, okay, so here we're going to use this other glass here, but I just noticed there are 2 D16s with the little Chinese writing. Those are generally N15 that we just used. Those are like extras. So if you happen to like break one of the candles off or something, there are extras down here. There's 16 and we needed 14, which is the, oh no, is the lamp. What am I missing? 18, 19, 3, 4, 5, 30. Oh, it's inside. It's inside of 13, which is like a frame of something. So that middle piece can come out completely, and then we can pull out that little lamp. Now I don't think there's an extra lamp, so be careful. Yep, I just told you guys to be careful, don't break it, and I just broke it. See, I do these things so you don't have to. You know, the people on YouTube, they go, like, I buy this and I test this so that you don't have to. Well, I mangle these build parts so that you don't have to. Yeah, I didn't break it completely off, that bottom, so I'm just gonna put it together, and then we'll just put a little bit of super glue. Try for a second. Okay, we have, before I get the papers out, let's just take care of our wood real quick, because I know this is going to take a minute. This has had some pretty good notches on them. And they're all going to be brown, so I'm just going to file all of them, and then we'll just take our little brown and even everything out. This one had a pretty good notch there. Yep. There we go. Okay, there's just on the top. Yeah, I kind of chipped a little bit of that paint off. I probably should have cut these little bitty ones out, but instead of trying to just force them out. But when we do, these are the legs under the little chair, or table, sorry, table. I was looking right at it and still said chair. So we'll just put those up on top and you won't see them because there's going to be a cover over the table. As long as we're careful with this one, we'll be good. Unless I glue it, keep it glued to my finger. And like I said, with these printed ones, I know it's just going to even out where I sanded. But it does have like a little lip on it from the print that's a little bit light. That's why it hit the kind of the sides a little bit of an angle to get that front edge. But you know, it's on most of them. I don't know why. Maybe I've thought about maybe is it the angle of my light and I'm just think I'm seeing a light edge. It could be, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because we're not going to see the bottom. I know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't know the difference either. I guess it's just my mood. Because, you know, I waffle on. That's fine. Don't get me wrong, I'm not upset. I think it's funny. Because even if, I mean, there's some people online that I don't particularly care for, you know, their style. I watch a lot of true crime, like podcasts and YouTubers, and there's some, not many, but there's a few that over the years I've found them and went, oh, I want to hear about this case, and nope, I just don't really care for the style, I guess, of the way, I'm just doing the tops where I sanded. Those sides are too small to get. You know, I just don't particularly care for their style. And I mean, that's what YouTube channels are about, right? The style and what you present the content. Because there's a ton of people doing the same content. There's a ton of builders. I'm sure there's more Edinburgh Castles out there. But it's, you know, oh, let's pull 3-4. So, but yet at the same time, I would never go on their YouTube channel and go, oh my gosh, like you just talk too much, or you are unorganized, like whatever it is. I just would never. Is this one piece? Yeah, okay. I am going to cut this out just because these are just giving me a little bit of grief with those little tabs. You know, I would never go on and be not positive, right? Which I get it, not everybody's like that. And I've been lucky. I've not had too many negative comments, only a few. So I've been very lucky. So it doesn't, it's not like getting me down or anything. I just think it's quite funny. Okay, 6, 8. Okay, 6, 8 is it all one? Oh, okay, it is. It's the chair cushions. I think I said on our little sneak peek at the end of the last video, the inside was paper, yeah. Oh, wait, are they? No, it's, wow, okay. Cutting little paper tabs should be the easiest thing. I don't know why it's not. Okay, so that is all one piece, even though it's gonna, okay, that's a choice. And then G, okay, wait, G's. Did I get, that was 3, 4, that was 6, 8. I cannot read. I hate when they do that, when they put a black type over, like there's a black type written in here and I can't read what it says. Oh my gosh. Is it one of our, I remember we had, okay, yeah, I think it's going to be, oh, see, it's written on here, oh my gosh, you're kidding me, 717172. Oh. 71, I think. That is so hard to read, you guys. 7, 1. Oh my god. Where's my little magnifier thingy? Maybe if I hit it with the light and the magnifier. Oh, I want it over here. 7 dash. It looks like I see a 1 and a 2. Oh, 12. What? I'm an idiot. Look right here. Cut G8 with reference 7-12. which one is 7-12? That one, 7-12. Those are 7-11. Okay. I'm sorry that took... Why would they print on that material, like on that background? That's not material, but on the background. All the others are printed off to the sides. Why would they print that on there? So instead of giving us measurements for the material, they gave us actual pieces of paper to trace the material. Okay, that's fine. All right, and then we need, sorry about that. And then we need G8, which is the same material as our cutout, and G37. I can't really see. Oh, G37 is one of our glasses. Oh, they're up here. So we need one of, I don't want to just bend that off. Where did my blade just, there it is, it's hiding from me. Oh, okay, found it. But those bottoms are just crooked. And I don't think it's just from me cutting it off, because otherwise it would go back to how it was. I mean, it's on there, but it's crooked. And then there was one more. Oh, G53, which is our little bit of gold chain. Okay. So we're going to start with our little book. So 3-4. And I'm going to use my handy dandy ruler because I can't fold a straight line. And we're just going to fold in between. There's a little dotted line, but you can also see where the page breaks are. So just, if you can fold it free-handed, you want to go back and forth. But I've learned if I do it on a ruler, I used to go back and forth. But I can do them all the same way. It just gives the paper, excuse me, it gives me the idea of where the paper needs to be bent. Okay, and then there's the words here. What are those words? A rose garden. A rose garden. I know it's supposed to be a rose garden, but the A and the rose words are like all just combined. So it's like a rose garden. That's the spine, so we want to bend on each side of that. All right, so now, let's see, that goes in, out, in, out. Most of the time you will start by folding towards you, but not every time. I'm just saying, I've had them where I've automatically done that and then went, nope, it's the wrong. So I've had to start over again. And you just want to put it right on the dotted line. And just make sure you're staying level, like top to bottom. That first page is a bit wider. It's weird. So just accordion, back and forth, keeping those top and bottom edges as even as you can. And then we're going to fold into the front cover, the spine, and then across the back. Okay, it's a good fit. Now we'll go ahead and glue them together. Just glue on the back. Literally just a little drop. I do glue it a bit better into the covers and the spine, more than just that little drop from the pages. This one has plenty of room, so a lot of times we have to not just fold over, but we have to roll around our spine or the inside paper edges. Not this one. This one has plenty of room, so I'm actually going to flatten them and down and then push in my spine because I kind of want that to be a bit flat. All right, and there is our little book. All right, now we want to cut our material. So turn it over, makes it much easier. Otherwise you lose. Well, this one's a little bit different. The first one we did was so similar. It's not. Okay. I was like, it's not two pieces, right? Because they're, no, it's the pattern. Okay. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I think we can get it, just put it on two edges there. It is going around a table, so again, it doesn't have to be like absolutely perfect. You just don't want to pull on the material when you're cutting. You don't want to stretch it. All right. Now we want to take our two C5s, our two round ones, and glue them together. Alright, and then we're going to, now there's not really a front and a back to this. I think I've decided I do want to trim up. A little bit of the flyaways there. Okay, so we're going to put glue. And we want those edges straight so that because we're going to fold this down around the edges. And if they're crooked, you're not going to have a straight line. So as close together as you can get them. Glue on one of the sides so we can put it on the material. Right down in the center, or as close to the center as you can. Now we're going to paste it right up along the edges. And this is pretty heavy material. Like some of our material is very, very, very light. And you don't need to really use a ton of glue. Like a couple little drops works on that really thin material. But this is fairly thick material. So I am putting a bit more glue than I normally would. Oh, I should have taped it. Yeah, sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm taking the glue off. Sorry, guys. I always forget when I wipe the glue off. Yeah, I forget. I have this double-sided glue, or tape, double-sided tape. If you don't have double-sided tape, continue the glue. Just continue the glue. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. But I had a suggestion from a viewer, and I absolutely love this. So I'm going to put it right around the top edge. But when I don't use it for a while, I do forget about it. Okay, just want to make sure it's down really good. Pull off the backing, which yes, I always have trouble with. There we go. And then, now it just shows them like shove it down in their finger, but I'm going to kind of be a little bit more methodical about it, I think. We'll kind of go in quarters and then tuck in those corners. Yep, pretty good. Okay, and then, really? Okay, we're going to cut it flush. We're going to cut it all even with the wood, so it's not going to hang down. Hold on, I want to get that tucked in a little bit more. Boy, once you get cutting on this material, I was thinking this was better material. It didn't want to really fray very much, but it does kind of want to fray a bit. That's okay. We'll just trim it up. Come on, get tucking in there. Tuck in there. You know, we do want it fairly flat because we're going to now take our chain, our gold chain. And wrap it around this bottom. I think I was thinking about using tape for it, double-sided tape. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the glue for this. Now they do give us a red line, again, a 1-to-1 measurement, and they've been fairly spot on, but this is almost just the length of it. There's a little bit extra, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll cut it after I'm done. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because the material is not like completely 100% smooth. Maybe that's my fault, the way I put it on. That's absolutely could be. Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, it does follow along. I must have rolled that in the glue and then it came off because I got glue all over that side. That's okay. Thinking I should have taped this. That's what I get for second guessing myself. Okay, we almost got it on here. Back to the start. And then I forgot. My scissors don't like this. No, it just won't. I forget, it's like actual chain. So a lot of times in these kits we'll get this like, it looks like gold chain, but they're like little plastic beads like just stuck together. This is not that. This is actual like metal chain. So that is good, but it does make me forget any old pair. It's just not going to snip apart. Like they're not just going to snap apart, which is good. I'll admit it's not my favorite look, but okay. And then on the bottom of this, we're going to put our 4 little legs, and they're just going to go like facing out, but the corners, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to turn this one around and do the opposite of this one. I've lost my legs and all of the mess from the material. We're going to stand it up and make sure that it's level. That will help. Don't push too hard. You don't want to pop the legs off, but if you just kind of level it out, it'll help level out those legs. Make sure they're all flat. Just going to pull some of this material that I have all over the place now. Sorry about that, but otherwise that stuff would have been all over. Oh, and we're over an hour. Okay. Yeah, we're going to let this dry. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and, I don't think we're going to be using that last little 4 little beads of the chain there anymore. Pretty sure we're done. See, I have all this still all over. Okay, so we're going to let that table dry, and then next time we will put the lamp, the book, and the cup all on the table. And then we will assemble our, in the cup, I almost missed the cup. And then we will assemble our chair, so that all goes together. We will get those done up next time. So remember when we did our sneak peek, I said we would definitely finish the fireplace, and let's see how much of the chair and table we get done. We got about half. We got the table done. We just have to put our 4 little bits on it here, and then we'll do the chair. So we'll finish that up next time, and then we have a bookshelf. So, oh, those are just colored wood. So we don't actually, well, we do a couple of books. Make 2 in total. And a TV. So we're only making 2 books, really? Okay. Well, I'm sure because we're not making a ton of books, we will probably get the bookshelf done as well. Let's cross our fingers. And then we move on to the bedroom, bed, dresser, things like that. Okay? All right, well, if you guys are still here, I guess I didn't wobble on too much. Thank you so very much. I know. I'll shut up about it now. I just think it's funny. All right, thanks guys so much. I really, really do appreciate you. And I hope you come back and let's finish this up. Oh, I was like, what did we do? Is that all we did? No, we did this. We got our fireplace finished up. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.